Oh. Ding. Oops. Hey. What is this? Look at you, Mr. Pop Filter. Is that Mark Hamill on your desk? What is that?
Is that Mark? Yes, it is Mark Hamill on my desk. That's my calendar, my day-to-day calendar.
Oh, you still use those? Oh my god!
I do, of course. How else would I know what day it is?
How else would... that almost sounded Tom Hanks-ish. Tom Hanks. No, how else would I know what day it is? And is that candy in a mason jar?
Yes, it is candy. That's exactly what it is.
Well, is this like some voodoo thing? What is going on there? I have the heart of my enemy and a Snickers in a mason jar.
No, this was my Father's Day.
It gives me my powers.
This was my Father's Day gift last year from my kids.
All right.
It has the mason jar has the city, the map of city of New Orleans engraved on it. And so I keep it on my desk because my children gave it to me, and I need to fill it with something. So I put some candy in.
Not the heart of your enemies. And then, is that a Tervis?
It is a Tervis.
It says Orlando on it. I think.
Does. From the Coca-Cola
world
of Coca-Cola.
Thing, yeah. Oh, look at you, man. You're gonna have to post this somewhere now so people can see what we're talking about.
Well, then I'd have to take a real picture.
Why?
Not that. Piece of
this
garbage.
Is real, man.
No, it's okay with this stupid
This is
phone.
real.
You see
man.
You see the photos I get? You see?
The photos
That's a photo straight from the camera.
Yeah, what are you expecting? You would get, if you just picked up your fancy pants, big SLR thing, you would get the same result.
No, because the camera makes all the difference in the world.
You're setting me up now.
So silly.
I see what you're doing.
Don't you know that?
That drives me crazy, Glenn. It makes me insane.
Don't you know that?
It makes me.
Do you know on that Facebook post I almost
number one
because you responded back and you said the actual because I knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah,
I almost posted something, so I actually showed some restraint.
No, that's unusual. You must have been tired.
Yeah.
No, and she's very nice. She means nothing by it. And most people don't. In case
I know, but
don't
it
know what
is.
we're talking about is when you take nice pictures and then you hear from so many people, wow, you must have a really nice camera. And it just it makes anybody who's into photography makes their hearts just go up in flames a little bit.
Right.
So, but I told you there was that one case where I took my big fancy pants camera and I handed it to somebody who didn't know what they were doing, and boy, can you tell a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So, must not be just the camera.
I know.
Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Should we talk about the cold I'm getting and how this is the worst feeling in the world? Is that good?
You better be okay for next week.
What's next week?
Our next episode.
Okay.
Hello, you have 6 days to get healthy.
No, I was worried about this week. I hate this feeling. And I've broken down and I'm taking this, the airborne stuff.
Sure, I have some Tic Tacs if you want to take those.
Okay, I'm just gonna go out and suck on a rock out of my front yard.
Sure,
yeah, but I mean,
and I think the FDA doesn't do anything about any drugs, but that one they actually said this is garbage.
Yeah, I know, but
because all the teachers, it was a teacher thing, right? Because my sister got into airborne, nobody's getting sick, even though these kids have colds. Oh, we're not.
I know. But here was my rationale. One, I had exactly 9 too many dollars to my name, so I had to get rid of actually $8.69. I had $8.69 too much money.
Right.
So that helped me reduce that down to a reasonable level.
Yeah.
And then
because it was developed by a teacher too, right? Like, isn't that who discovered it?
That's the thing. Well, it must be great.
Right.
Doesn't know
teachers. They know everything.
A blanking thing
They're
about
teachers.
Science, but
okay. Yeah, she's in kindergarten English teacher, but she's still a teacher.
Anyway, so here's my rationale. It is not going to do me any harm.
Okay.
Right.
True.
It's not going to hurt me to take it. I could probably use more zinc. I mean, who knows? Seems like something you should have more of.
Sure.
Because I'm not eating foods high in zinc, whatever they are.
Okay.
And I figured, as I said to myself, Chris, this is a placebo effect, if anything. And I'm like, well, but if the placebo effect works, then job done, right?
Yes.
That was my rationale.
Plus
it's like,
Go ahead.
Plus, it's like when you feel like you're starting to get sick, you'll do anything to avoid actually getting sick. And
that's true.
And I don't know what's been going on in your office, but for whatever reason, this week at our office, like people who never get sick have gotten massively sick, and like people that never take off are like, I gotta go home. You know, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god. And you could draw a triangle from the 3 sickest people in the office, and my chair would be right in the middle of that triangle. So I'm like, oh no.
That's good.
And a while ago, it used to be, you know, I'd worry about me getting sick, and now I couldn't care less about me getting sick. I don't want my wife and children getting sick, because then my life is just, you know, 100 times harder.
That's true.
So it's all about me.
Okay. So next week we'll check in with you and see if you got sick or not.
From the hospital. A lot of hospitals have Wi-Fi now. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, airborne and coffee.
There you go.
I'm thinking this will do it.
And
a good pizza. We had a nice pizza for dinner. I think that'll help.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, it was. Found a decent place here. It doesn't make garbage pizza like most of the South. Sorry, South.
Pizza. I find that pizza is there are pizzerias or whatever popping up that actually make a decent pizza now. Like I think
there's more of them than there used to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's I think it's a nationwide trend, or I don't know what you call it. But I mean, I think people are sick of the Papa John's and the Pizza
Domino's.
Huts and Domino's.
Domino's.
And so,
do you remember that? That was a funny skit.
You know, we'll never get their advertising, but still, but there are, I mean, we like, you know, this local place that we go to, you know, nearby, and there's a couple, and you know, we'll go, and they, you know, it's good pizza. They make it right then, and you know, so anyway, so I think it's a nice trend.
Yeah, so I like it. Stromboli's in Windermere for any locals that know what I'm talking about. Good pizza. And it feels just like a New York pizzeria too. They've done a good job inside. You go inside, it feels authentic.
Cool.
Feels good. Cool. Used to be NYPD, New York delivery.
Yeah.
Here in, that was like the only place that had anything halfway decent.
Yeah.
Actually, really good. Halfway decent it's not fair to them, but yeah, this one's pretty good.
So wait, what happened to NYPD?
No, it's still around, but it's far from my house. It's not close to where I live out here in the boonies.
I gotcha.
So no, it's still around.
You don't just. What about the?
Here it comes.
Yeah,
I'm bracing myself. Here it comes. Go ahead.
You know, via Napoli, you don't just call up and head over to Italy and Epcot and pick up and they don't deliver.
No.
You're out of the
closer.
range.
Epcot's too far.
It is.
Yeah.
Man.
Too far.
Really? It takes more than 5 minutes on a bike. That's wild.
Tino, I'm still recovering from that trip. I'm still recovering.
So silly. Golly, man. If you only knew what we humble tourists go through.
Oh, I don't know how you people do it. I know people like you that, and even people crazier than you. They're out there at rope drop, and they're going until the park closes. And I'm like, I don't have the stamina for that. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. But I never could. Even when we come down for vacation, we always do like the afternoon break.
Yeah.
We're more meanders.
Yeah.
All right, come on. I've been talking too much these last couple of weeks. You're up.
No,
all right.
Me? What me?
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna browse the web while you cover some topics. Go. This week in Disney news.
So actually, this week I had tonight I made some of Disney's gumbo. They I don't know if you saw that, but they posted a healthy gumbo recipe on Twitter.
Isn't all gumbo healthy? Just fish?
No, it's really not. When you start off with a roux that's pretty much a cup of oil and a cup of flour, you're not starting off, in the best place for.
You take some airborne before you start. You're fine.
That's right. So Disney posted this little video. You've seen them on Facebook and Twitter where it's kind of time lapse and they make this whole meal in a minute, right? It shows you all the ingredients and cooking and everything else. And it's like, oh, I can make that. That's easy.
But Disney does this?
Well, I mean on
you just
Facebook
mean in general,
and Twitter. Yeah, I mean, okay. Right. It's not just Disney. I mean,
okay.
Others. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so Disney did this. and they said it was a healthy gumbo recipe. Well, they put kale in it. They put instead of rice, they put like I don't know what it was, couscous or something like that on top. And they didn't start with a roux. It was just, and so they had enough people from Louisiana comment on it that they actually took the video down.
Are you kidding?
They deleted
the
tweet and took the video down because they had enough flack from it that. And I've never. I mean, I'm sure they've done it before, taking stuff down but. It made like the local news here in New Orleans, and
are you kidding
people
me?
were using the hashtag Gumbo Strong.
Oh my God, you people are insane.
It was trending here in New Orleans, and
oh my dude.
so don't mess with our gumbo, man. Even if it's Disney, like, and that's the thing. Well, no, wait, Chris, that's the thing. That's the whole idea about gumbo is it can be whatever you want. Like you can put whatever you want in it. It's a gumbo.
Then why are you people getting crazy? Then what's all that about?
But you gotta start with a roux and you don't put kale in it, and you don't. I mean, they just did it wrong.
Oh my God.
So.
But why isn't it enough to just go, okay, that's ridiculous, and let it go? Why does it have to be a whole, like,
because we are
to get
hard-headed in New Orleans, and we are very proud of
our
don't make it. Silly things.
But then don't make it. Don't eat it. But come on, maybe I would like it.
No, you wouldn't.
But now I can't have it. I can't have nice things because you people.
That's right. That's right.
I like cake.
And then they said it was from Princess Tiana. It was her recipe from Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
So that was another insult because that was a good movie. It was one of Disney's best movies ever. That was very simple and very easy to understand.
Oh my God, that movie's so complicated. I still don't understand. I needed Cliff's Notes and a set of diagrams to figure out what was going on there.
It's a good movie.
It's an okay movie, but it's
okay. It's good.
But it didn't strike me until, and you and I have talked about this before, kind of. But it didn't strike me until, I don't know, like my son had watched it for like the 6th time. I've never really actually watched like the whole way through. But then one night I'm reading one of those, those Disney Golden books.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Where they take the story.
Yes.
So reading one of those, bedtime story, and I'm like in the middle of this golden book. Now it's a golden book. I'm a man in my 40s,
right?
Still. I got like halfway through this and I realized, wait, what? I'm like, I couldn't figure out who. I don't know. It was so complicated. The connections. Maybe it's just how things go in New Orleans, but it's but most stories, like take Cinderella, whatever. The basic concept's pretty simple, but that thing is complicated. Or you take Cars, where they just lift a story from something else, and that makes it easy to follow.
Look, all she wanted to do was open a restaurant.
No, that part, but that part.
And then
simple.
She became a princess. What is so hard to understand?
Because we were shy a few spots in the princess category. No, it's not that. It's the whole. It was the whole secondary plot line thing with the guy and the I don't know, the prince and the
right.
I don't know. It was so confusing. You gotta get the Golden Book. You know what? I'm gonna do a reading of the Golden Book.
I would love to hear that. That would be awesome.
Don't you dare tempt me. It could happen. I could make that happen.
So
anyway,
speaking
about so bottom line is don't mess with New Orleans' food
or anything in New Orleans. People,
so the food and the music. I'll give it to you guys in the music.
Thank you.
You guys have the music.
Thank you.
Which I never asked. I was thinking the other day, a couple weeks ago. I never asked you. What do you like jazz?
Yes.
Like, you never talk about it.
Actually, with my Amazon Echo.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's on through Pandora. But I have a on Pandora. I just created like a New Orleans jazz station, and I let that play, and it plays in the background. It's awesome.
Okay, good.
On the weekends,
you're gonna be like, that's the one New Orleans thing I don't like, and then
no, not at all. It's awesome
anymore.
No, it's awesome. I mean, I didn't grow up listening to it or anything, but I mean, it's not like it's not like you walk out on the street and there's just bands playing jazz, which everybody, I think a lot of people think, but
That's what I thought.
But no, I listened to only the best music when I was growing up.
Yeah, okay.
And even today.
I've seen your playlist.
What?
All right. Okay, all right. So you know what? Now you know my personality. Right now, in my little brain, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to make that gumbo. I'm gonna go find that recipe. I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
make it.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna enjoy it.
And please review it and let us know how it was.
Woo, kale.
You'll be the first person to ever.
All right.
Second, I guess, technically, 'cause the idiot.
But did
making it.
you actually make it though?
No.
Oh, you said you were going to.
No, I was just introducing a topic.
Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry, I messed up. All right, what else you got? What
well,
other topics can I mess up?
speaking of food and music,
And wine.
I didn't get to wine yet, but today, the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot started.
I love food and wine.
It's awesome, right?
It is.
Because you get lonely in your life, and you want to go out and be around 100 million people.
Do a lot of people go to this?
Yeah, I think so. On the weekends, especially, from what I hear and understand.
I still
A
like
lot
it.
of
I
locals.
don't care.
No, I'm
Still like
messing.
it. The good thing is it's not expensive anymore.
Right.
Did you? But I have a question about food and wine. But
Okay, I haven't been in like a decade, but go ahead.
No, it's more of a kind of a theoretical.
Sure.
question. So I noticed because I get all the junk emails from the Disney that I don't know if they do this every year, and I just didn't notice. But regardless, this year there is a pass holder giveaway.
Is there?
Are you related to food and wine? Do you know about this?
I do not.
No, okay. So I got this email. I should find it. I tried to find it on the website, but you can't get a good picture of it like it has in the email. But there's a little glass, a little tumbler, if you will.
Okay.
And it's not too fancy, but it's got the pass holder logo on it, which is like Mickey outline with like a circle,
Right.
half circle around him. You know what I'm talking
Sure.
about? Yeah, they have that as a giveaway if you go to Food and Wine
Okay.
3 times.
No kidding.
So.
Really?
Which actually we normally do through the course of it. So I'm like, hey, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, we have 3 pass holders. I get almost a full set. Get a set of 3, and it didn't look terrible. It's not like a wine glass or something I wouldn't use much. It's like a day-to-day thing.
Yeah.
To find this. Yeah, but then I got kind of my enthusiasm waned as I read the details, and it's like while supplies last. I'm like, oh, they probably have 4 of them. I don't
Well,
know.
you're a day behind already. So
I know.
all the people who went today.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently they have them there, and I don't know why, but I just assumed you'd go, and they would mail them to you or something. But nope, you go on your 3rd visit. You can go to something called Innoventions, I think it is.
Okay.
And yeah, someplace there you go in, and they give you your glass, and then you got to carry it around with you. So I don't know. You didn't hear anything about this, huh? I dreamt it.
No, I didn't because I'm not a pass holder, so I don't get all those cool.
Yeah, but still, you know everything that's going on there. I thought.
No, I mean, no, there's so much. No, I don't. I did not hear about that. But that's actually awesome because normally don't they just give out pins or something?
Yeah, that you have
like
to buy
that?
sometimes. Sometimes they give you the
Right.
opportunity to buy limited edition stuff, right? So I mean,
Right.
at least I guess thank you. You're expressing my thoughts better than I am, but which was kind of well, at least there's
No, I think it's awesome.
some kind of thank you.
I would so
whatever.
be doing that.
Would you?
Oh my! I would. Yeah. I would have gone tonight and the next 3 days and be like, okay, where's my cup?
Wow. Well, maybe we'll see. If I'm not deathly ill, maybe we'll try. It's kind of it's simple. It's not like anything super fancy, but it's I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Should I announce your email address on the air here?
No.
Anyway, so I think we might go for that. But I love food and wine. Did you have more food and wine topics to cover?
No, I mean, so there's a couple things. One is they announced the merchandise that they're gonna have for Food and Wine, and it's when I was there, I like to. I don't know. I never really got into buying a lot of the merchandise, especially for Food and Wine, because for the Flower and Garden Festival, I would like the posters they had were really cool in the beginning. And so, like, every year I would buy the poster. But for Food and Wine, it's like, I don't know. But so they announced that. But, okay, so all that being said, so this year, there's a new wine glass by Tervis.
Oh.
That's available for purchase.
Wait, a Tervis wine glass?
A Tervis wine glass.
I love both of those things, but together that sounds wrong. But I guess I have to say it.
They have stemmed and stemless, and they're sold in 2-packs.
Oh, I gotta find this 2-pack.
So that's kind of cool because for anybody who doesn't know, which is everybody, we're kind of fans of Tervis.
Well, one of us is.
Yeah, I've had like 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them personalized, and I like the Tervis. So that's kind of cool.
Wait.
Although I don't drink wine, so I don't like that. But I wish they just had a normal cup with Food and Wine Festival. But I'm not going this year, so it doesn't really make.
Is this in the notes? I don't see it in the notes.
Yes, it's on the on Slack. If there's
I'm looking there.
Visiting the Festival
Epcot
Center at 2016 Epcot
starts
International.
today. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's about the merchandise. Yeah, it seems hot and cold. Maybe it's just they have different styles. And I will say, I give them kind of credit is that they seem to change up their styles.
They do
quite a bit. So there's some years I seem to really like it, and other years I'm like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a couple of things that kind of exist in our house that we like from Food and Wine. I like it. I like it because a lot of times they're not so Disney-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're a little more kind of subdued, a little more neutral, a little more sort of the hint of Disney.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the page now, and I like the little Chef Mickeys. Those are cute.
They're cute.
I would get one of those.
Right.
And do something with it.
Well, but that's it, right. That's the thing. They sucker you in, and then it's like, well,
Yeah.
what do I do with this once I'm home?
Yeah, I've always wanted to buy a shirt. I've never gotten a Food and Wine shirt because I don't know why. Come on, like a Figment? That looks pretty cool.
Figment
Like that.
is awesome, and I'm glad to see that. But what I would appreciate even more is if they brought back the original Journey into Imagination. But
No, we don't have that kind of time.
what? Oh,
Let's move along.
Aw.
So are these the Tervis ones next
yes.
to the wine?
Yes.
Just underneath the okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so weird though. Okay.
So anyway,
There's no better picture.
Unfortunately, no. That's the only
is
one
there, I
I've
could barely see it.
found. I know. I'm sorry. Blame
No, that's all right.
Disney for that.
Hmm.
So when you go to Food and Wine Festival, do you ever? I know this is going to be a silly question. Do you ever watch any of the bands that play? Or
Ever. That's a long. There's a lot of years to cover here.
I'm sure you don't really go and sit down, but I mean, do you ever? I know when when you're walking around, and you stop and listen to a song or two.
Yeah, and depending on who it is, if it's Starship again, we might.
Do they live there now? Like just live in
have a
the
place.
American Adventure Theater, just like in the the back? They're just hanging out back there.
I'm trying to think back. Again, a lot of this is pre-children, but we would kind of try and time, just say, well, let's be back there about when they're playing, right?
Yeah.
That's, we're not. I think one time we thought about like trying to get seats, and I didn't realize like the number of people that line up for these hours beforehand.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
is this for the 4:00 show? Oh no, this line is for the 6:00 show.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god.
And you can hear the whole show while you're standing in line.
Yeah, you don't really.
Well, because I used to do that when my wife used to sing for Candlelight Processional. I would line. She would be in the 6:00 show, and then but the 4:00 show was going. But I'd have to line up early enough to be able to get a seat, and so I would hear the whole show, and then hey, we get to go in.
Yeah. Food and wine. So do you? I mean, you're not usually here this time of year, but I mean,
No.
you still a fan?
I love it. I mean,
you were here when it started.
Yes.
Right? You lived
Yeah, that was our first year there. Living there was the first year of the Food and Wine Festival, and it was, for people who only know it now, it was not what it is today by any stretch of the imagination, and it was really cool because they had, along with the little kiosks that sold food, right next to it would be a demonstration on how they made one of the, dishes.
Right.
And it was just really cool. And they would give out the free recipe cards so you could make it at home. And it was really cool because it would be like 10 or 12 people would just stand there and you'd watch, and it's like, okay, that's great. And it was just really intimate, and it was really nice. And it lasted like that for quite a while. I mean, considering, let's say 5 years or so. And then they started phasing out the demonstrations, and the recipe cards eventually went away. And now you have to buy the cookbook if you wanna get the recipes and everything. And I mean, now it's a huge production, and I'm not saying it's bad. It's just different. It's just evolved. I mean, it's fine.
It's kind of like finding that band when they're early in their career,
right?
When everything's just sort of simple and raw, and sure, tape our shows, and then they become huge and becomes all commercial, right? It's kind of like that.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. It started what, 95?
Yes.
Yeah. So and fondness for it because our honeymoon was in 97.
Oh yeah.
And back then, and it was in October. So it's it was great because it was one of the few times we were there. It was midweek. There'd be like nobody there,
right?
And there were, of course, there were only a third the number of food stands that there are now, but everything was cheaper and there weren't really lines. You could just walk up and I'll try this and try that, and it was really low key and easy, which is not what I would call it today, but
no.
But I still like it, It's
sure.
But again, for us, it's the time of year.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
sometimes it starts to cool off a little bit.
Right.
It's nicer, and
that's just what I was going to say. Is it's kind of like the changing of seasons.
Yes, exactly.
It heralds it in because it takes place between summer and before the Christmas decorations go up, right?
Yep. Yep. So it's marred a little bit. I mean, again, I'm trying not to go back to previous conversations about, it used to be better back in the old days when everything was great. But there are a lot more people now that are more there for the wine than the food.
Yeah.
So on like a Friday or Saturday, and I'm sure anybody who's been, it is it's basically just a big bar, right? Cause, which is, I mean, if you're into that, that's cool, but it changes the whole vibe of it. But, unlike some other things, we've kind of adapted to it better. We go... early in the day, we'd have more lunch, late lunch, and maybe even sometimes just try to go midweek. But I still like it. I like the vibe. You're right. It is since we don't have seasons, it's it's food and wine season or it's flower and garden season. Kind of helps.
Yeah, it does.
So I still give it thumbs up though.
Cool. And I've seen some pretty cool acts there for the music acts. Mm-hmm. We got to see. Chic, I know they're, disco and everything, but they're kind of making a comeback with Nile Rodgers, and so it was cool to see them just in Epcot, right there close up. We just saw them again in April. They were the opening act for Duran Duran, and they actually. They showed up Duran, quite honestly, with the amount of energy they had and everything else. And we saw them last year. They actually, I guess it's 2 years ago now. They were part of the Essence Festival with Prince. They opened for Prince, and so it was cool to see that. I could remember back to when I saw them in Epcot. I'm trying to think who else, but they have some. I'm looking at the acts this year. And let's say Sugar Ray. I like them.
Is he a boxer?
No. Mark McGrath. I actually paid to go see them in concert.
That's a them?
Yes. Oh, you're so silly.
No, I don't know anything.
No, you don't. Wilson Phillips?
Yeah, okay. I know Wilson Phillips.
Blues Traveler.
It's funny. I don't know, a few months ago, I was like, wondering what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd go see that. I would time my arrival to the American Pavilion while they were playing.
There you go.
That's my level of commitment to that. Who else is playing?
38 Special.
Who else is playing?
Tiffany.
Jeez. Who else is playing?
Christopher Cross.
I've got actually a connection to Christopher Cross.
Do you really?
I kind of do.
Okay.
Kinda. So yeah, when I was in college, I worked at a music store. Mm-hmm. We sold like instruments, guitars, and drums and stuff. And my boss was married to Mr. Cross's ex, and so
wow.
I would see like so his stepson was Chris Cross's son. Mm-hmm. So I would see them, quite often because it was kind of minor claim to fame. That, and I also met the man who wrote Muskrat Love. You know that song from long ago? Let's see if you don't know it right now. We're gonna have to insert a little clip of it.
Yeah.
And a whirl and a twirl and a tango, singing and jinging a jangle, floating like the heavens above. Looks like muskrat love.
You don't know that song?
I don't.
Wow. Lyle Lovett, met him once.
Nice
Guy. You know him, right?
Yeah, I do know him.
Oh, thank God. All right,
He's
so
married to Julia Roberts.
So wait, what were we talking? Christopher Cross? Okay, so once he does, I guess it's true for all of them. Once he does that one song, then what?
Well, so it's funny. On the website, they actually say Christopher Cross,
Has multiple
October
songs?
20th to October 21st.
Yeah.
Known for his song "Sailing." Like for all of these, they have known for their song, for their song.
Because you have to. Because everybody's like, who?
Right. Shaka Khan.
Okay. Yeah. They've done that before, right?
Yeah, I think she's been there before.
Yeah. Okay.
Billy Ocean.
Wait, Billy Joel?
Yes, Billy Joel has gotten to a point in his career where he's going to headline in Epcot.
It might be not too far off.
Oh, come on, Billy Joel. Don't even tell me you don't like Billy Joel.
Oh, I love Billy Joel.
Okay, well, okay, period.
But
you don't have to say anything else.
But what has he done recently?
Well, who cares? He made great music. You have to continue to make great music. He did it. No, he did it.
It helps.
He's done. What? He doesn't have to do anymore. The Beatles. What? The Beatles.
Oh, don't even.
What?
Where are you going? Where are you taking this now? This is going down a bad road.
It's the same thing. What have they done lately? Are they
half of them aren't even? Half of them are dead. You know that, right? You do know that.
I do know that.
Oh, thank God. All right. Do you know I work with some people. I work. With
Don't
some
even
people.
finish.
I work with some younger folks.
Okay. Don't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I work with some younger folks. Not too young.
Yeah.
Approaching their 30s.
Okay.
Not too young. You millennials out there, and I'm watching you. Yeah. One time we talked about for some reason Paul McCartney was in the news like a year ago, and he was like, Paul McCartney, I'm like, you don't know what Paul McCartney is? I'm like, all right, well, I said, surely you know like the Beatles, and he's like, I've heard of them.
What?
Yeah. Like, how does that happen?
No, he was messing with you or something. How do you go through life and not know who the Beatles are?
Well, this is something I've noticed is that the young folk today, it's, I think when we grew up, we had like barely television, right? We had like 3 channels.
Exactly.
You had to hold the antennas just right.
Right.
So we had much more of a shared culture. Like the excuse I always get from the millennials is like, well, that was before I was born. I'm like, so?
Right.
I mean, I watched I Love Lucy and
Exactly.
lots of stuff before I was born. Like another one was like talked about Laurel and Hardy or something. And it was before I was born. I'm like, dude, it was before my parents were born, but still, I still know what it is.
Right. The Three Stooges,
Yeah, right, exactly. So
Andy Griffith,
which I never really got. Andy Griffith, yeah, of course. So we had kind of a shared cultural gumbo, if you will.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
I try. I'm a professional.
Okay.
And but since these children have come around, it's much easier to stay in niches.
Yeah.
You can kind of be into what you're into, and it's all sort of more current. And because TVs don't have to fill up with reruns and stuff anymore, so I think a lot of history gives it too much weight. But you know what I mean. A lot of historical past things kind of go away. But still, you'd think like the Beatles. I mean, come on, the Beatles.
Right. Like, you can't get much bigger. I mean, and more. No, influential.
But it'd be like, I can't think of a good equation, but if you yeah, I heard of that. Like, Lyndon Johnson. Yeah, I heard of him. I don't know a lot about him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
It's kind of like that.
Well, that's sad.
I know. Because no matter what, I mean, obviously the thing that makes the Beatles is their transcendence of time, right? Their stuff is still impactful, but actually, hey, can I segue? Because you
yes.
kind of turned me into this. Was there's a movie coming out? Ron Howard did a documentary?
Yes, he did.
Is there a Disney connection we can associate with this?
No, but it doesn't matter.
No, it looks like a good movie though.
It does. I just read that apparently the company that produced the concert at Shea Stadium is suing Ron Howard for using footage or something of it. But I thought he had gotten footage from people who were there, who brought their cameras and everything else, and I didn't know that. I thought that's what he was relying on to take it from like another angle. So,
but I'm sure he is. But those people didn't have right to do that. Just like today, if you went to go, record a Tiffany concert, was it Tiffany?
It was Tiffany, yeah.
Okay,
not Debbie Gibson, not the good.
Okay, I get them.
Don't.
So all right, so I had
there's a difference.
Like if you go record her concert, you have a personal right to view that as long as they let you have it, but you can't then sell that or broadcast it or anything. It's for many reasons.
Okay, but it's the Beatles.
Even more so. There's money to be had there, right?
That's silly.
But and that was a neat story because they apparently for this documentary they put out a call for, anybody that had any sort of content for their touring years, right? Which is actually pretty hard to find. And I guess some lady somewhere said like, I have this this movie film I took and I've been keeping it under my mattress, and she's like, you can take it if you want. And they're like they said that like she didn't realize how valuable it was, so they actually said no, we'll pay you for it, which I thought was nice. They didn't just like Zlinks, mine, thank you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I did. I read that exact thing.
Mustache, kind of like. But I'm guessing that it's probably over that because whoever is still around, that surely the rights to that concert have bounced around to 37 different entities. But either way, anyway, for those who may be Beatles fans, then. It sounds like an interesting movie, right? Because it focuses just around their touring years. Right. So, yeah. Speaking of Beatles, I don't think I've ever seen well, no, I take that back. Maybe once or twice. The Beatles, what'd you call it? Imposters. What do you call those things? At Epcot to play there?
Oh, really?
Play there?
They're, well, man, I don't know. But do you know who used to, well, okay. I don't know if they're still at Disney. I don't think they are, but they're actually, I know the drummer. I know Ringo.
Wait,
in that band.
Oh, I know Rongo.
No, seriously. He worked with me at the Sentinel.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. His name's Keith, but he
How did I never know this?
Yeah, he but because I think he was still working there when we were working there, so he hadn't. He was a drummer.
Remember somebody named Keith who was a drummer at the newspaper. Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
I vaguely remember knowing of somebody named Keith.
Yeah, he was in circulation, right. And he still, that's what he does. Like he plays in the Beatles cover band, and I forget what they're called, but that's what he does. And he they have concerts throughout Central Florida and stuff.
Okay. So. This is apparently a big thing. I've been hearing like some other podcast I listened to. This guy on there, he's like literally in 7 different. What do you call them? I guess cover bands, tribute bands. Thank you. That's the tribute bands, and like of all kinds. I guess this is a thing. But is the Beatles one still? So back to my thing and Disney and Epcot. Is that are they still at Epcot, or is there one like that at Epcot still? Because it was kind of cool to be walking through through the UK and kind of hear the UK sounds, which was kind of neat.
Yeah. No, I don't think they are. I think they got cut at some point.
Okay, well that was a sad ending.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right.
I was
What else
just excited that I actually knew somebody.
Hey, you know what else is this time of year?
What's that? Halloween?
The Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
It is. I know.
Yeah.
And
have you been to?
The last time we went was in 2005. Yes, 2005. Actually, so my daughter was born in 2005 in May, and we had brought her to Disney World a few times before we went to the Halloween party, but we never went on any rides with her, and so she by that time she was 5-6 months old. And we said, "Oh, hey, since the lines aren't too bad, we'll go on some rides tonight." And so the very first ride my daughter went on was Haunted Mansion. And so we got in line, and the person in front of us was Vanilla Ice.
Wait a minute, I was with you on that trip.
Yeah, you were. Actually, I think you were.
Okay.
You were, right?
I still don't know if I believe you that was Vanilla
it was.
Ice,
oh my God, it was.
But Mr. Ice, if you're listening, call in.
That's right. He's on Dancing with the Stars right now.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, her first ride, we rode behind.
In that title, did they put stars in quotes?
Oh my God! This year they should be required to. This year, it's insane. It's almost like, and this guy was on the corner of the street today.
All right, so Haunted Mansion. Sorry, back to the Vanilla Ice.
So anyway, that's
oh, that was it. That was the story.
But that's the last time we went to the.
Oh my God!
Because
really?
I was so scared. So it's been a long time. But all that being said, my wife she is dying to go back and take the kids to the party, the Halloween one more than the Christmas one.
Yeah.
So
between those two. Like, because we've done both, and this is my story for everything in this show so far.
That's okay.
But used to love because it was a way to experience a park with, a lot less crowds. But it seems like the prices have gone up so much on it. And last time we did the Christmas one, which by the way, did they take the name Christmas out of the show?
No.
Out of its name?
Nope.
I could have sworn one time I saw it and
Mickey's
it was like
Very Merry Christmas Party. No, there was some flack last year where they had a solid red cup. No, they on one of their promos, like I think a billboard.
That's where I saw it.
They had Mickey's.
It was like
very
merry party or something.
Right. It was just very. They didn't have Christmas or party. It was just Mickey's Very Merry, and it was Mickey like holding a candy cane or something.
Right.
And that was it. And so people started getting riled up and everything else. But no, it's still Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Okay. All right. Well, good. And not that I'm not that religious or whatever, but if that's how it started,
Absolutely.
don't go dilute it just to try and
Right.
Be whatever. But anyway, we've done both, and I think I still like the Halloween party because if nothing else, there's I guess there are lighting effects and things that they do once it shifts modes from regular
Yes.
Park time to party time, and so that gives a whole different vibe. And the trick or treating is fun, and so I think we might go this year with the kids for the first time.
Cool.
Since we had them, but the Christmas party one though, it seems like I don't see a lot of benefit in it. because it's just as crowded. Last time we went and did it, it's like it felt just as crowded as any Saturday at the park, so we didn't get that value. I don't know. Am I missing something? Is that, or should we save this for a December show?
No, not at all. I mean, we can talk. We can talk about the Christmas one a little bit later, but the Halloween party is it's they, like you said, they have trick or treating, so you can do something with the kids. The Christmas party, they have the cocoa and cookies and I don't know if they have coffee, but I know they have the hot chocolate and cookies and stuff. But it's not the same as like trick or treating, right?
No, right. And you're looking for those little stations with the big, balloons.
The balloons, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, the ghost balloons and stuff, and
yeah.
So it. But you mentioned the price. So this year, I don't know if you've looked into it or not.
I have not. I'm afraid. I'm too afraid.
So last year, I looked it up. The prices last year were $68 for adults, $62 for children, and then the night of Halloween.
Oh no, not doing that.
It's sold out. I think yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
But last year Halloween was $87, so they had a little bit of variable price.
Okay. It's called surge pricing with the
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, they did have. They did so. Okay, in September. So basically September through October 1st, it was $68 for adults and $62 for children. In advance, the day of the event, you had to pay an extra $6 or something like that. Then in October, it went up to $74, and then $79 the day of the event, and then Halloween was $87. But this year, the prices go from $72 to $105.
Shut up.
$105 is for Halloween night, which is sold out. But
wow. So wait. So if I'm gonna go,
it increases the closer you get.
Does it just gradually go up? Like every week, it gets higher and higher.
Yeah. So this week and through next Tuesday, it's $72 for adults, $67 for children. Next Friday, the 23rd, it goes up to $85.
God bless.
Oh, and then it goes back down to $72 for the Sunday, and then the following Thursday and Friday, the last Friday and Thursday in September, it's $79.
Which let's not forget that is nearly the price of regular admission for a full day.
Right. Oh yeah.
And you're talking from what? It's like 7 to what? Midnight?
Well, it is, but you can get in starting I think at 4:00.
Yeah, but see, but this is where I have a really hard time with it. As pass holders, I feel like I'm double paying for the thing.
Sure.
Because if this didn't exist, like it didn't in the old days, the park would have just stayed open later.
Right.
Right. It wouldn't have closed at 7.
Right.
So. They're like it's like double taxation.
It is. So through September it's $79, and then let's just say, and then once you hit October 2nd, it goes up to $86.
My God.
$91, depending on what day of the week you're going.
See, when I'm already
from
paying.
the 7th on, it's $91, and then from the 14th on, it's $95, and then you're up to $105 on Halloween. So
I'm already paying $70 a month per person for annual passes or something like that.
Right.
And then say, well, let's just spend that again.
It's $400 to go to,
Do you know how much candy I'd have to get to make that worthwhile?
Right. I mean, you have the benefit of your youngest not having to pay for him.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
But
for
still,
year.
but I mean, it's let's say it's $300 if you want to go
insane.
in October, in mid-October. It's almost $300 just to walk in to the place.
And do they announce what they cap the attendance at?
Okay, so since it's just starting, no, they don't publicly say that. But since it's just starting, somebody actually has done a recap of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
I saw that in the notes.
Did you? Okay. So it's my buddy.
You have so many. Which one?
I know. No, it's so Tom Bricker and his wife
Yes.
are
Okay.
there
Hey, Tom.
right now.
Okay.
And
They are, and they haven't stopped by. What the heck?
I know, right? You're right there. Like, how
By
rude
Tron,
is that?
Tron Central and say hello.
How rude is that?
Get a commemorative mug.
But he posted and this is the first time I've seen him do this. He's actually still there. But today he posted a trip report of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I think because it's starting up and he wanted to get this out there. But they did it on this past Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there was nobody there. If you
Really?
read through the whole report, like...
But maybe that's normal for this time of year. Nobody's really
Well, and
thinking
he
Halloween
points
yet.
that out, but it's also the cheapest tickets that you're going to get too. So if you're
Yeah.
if you're thinking like a local would go, I mean,
Right.
this would be the time. Like you would tend to assume that with the new pricing that if you're an annual pass holder or a local and you can really choose which day you're going to go,
Mm-hmm.
that you would tend to go now when it's cheaper. But he said that it was the lowest he's ever seen attendance at any party at all.
No, that's just a subjective.
He says that. But it's this is the cheapest you're gonna
I'm
get.
happy about that. That's great.
Yeah.
So I need to go.
You do.
Oh my God, what a difference! I'm looking at his trip report.
Mm-hmm.
As always with him, it's man, quality. I haven't read through the report, but the pictures are great, and I'm sure
Yeah.
the write-up's great. And just looking at the few people on Main Street during the parade. Oh my God.
Well, and that's what he says. 10 minutes before the parade, you can walk up and get a front row seat.
See, that is me. That is
Yeah.
refer
And
to
that
last week's
is
episode.
That is a great parade too. The Boo to
Yeah.
You parade. It's a great parade. I love that parade.
Yeah, maybe we'll go hit it. That's a lot of money though.
I know.
What, $250 roughly? Depending
But
on
like you
when I
said,
go?
it's like the only time you get the lighting in the park.
Yeah,
You know. And so if you are going to take
I'm
pictures
already
or
paying
anything,
to be a pass holder. I'm already paying.
I know.
I gotta pay again.
I know. So, and they also have special characters out in front of the
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion and stuff.
Right,
and
right.
Well, and that's one of the bigger straws too. Is they tend to have more rare characters out to meet and take photos with. So, like Jack Skellington
Yeah, right.
and
Which my boy loves that movie.
Sally. Does he? Because I
Oh,
have
he
that as
does.
another
He
topic.
loves that movie.
Because growing up, that's so weird you say that. Because growing up, Megan, when she was like 3 years old, we had to watch that movie like every day. She loved that movie so much. And the first time I saw it as an adult, when it first came out in like what 93 or whenever it was, like it
alright.
freaked me out.
Yeah,
I'm like
Make
that
it so.
Oogie Boogie. Like when he comes apart, I'm like, oh, that is not
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Like that's icky. But
yeah.
that is so weird.
He loves it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm kind of like, I kind of take it or leave it. Like whatever. I mean, now it's kind of become
Tradition, right?
kind of the fabric of the, that right at this time of year. But no, he loves it. Any time of year, he loves it.
Yeah. They had like the Seven Dwarfs out all at one time and things like that.
I
So
remember seeing that before. Yep.
so they
Yeah,
have
but because it's less crowded, they won't get stampeded. They can control it a little better, I guess.
yeah, but like Jack and Sally, they always have the longest lines. And like even if you get there right at 4:00 and get in line,
Yeah.
you're still gonna wait like an hour and a half before you see them.
No thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah, I'll try and go. I'll write it off as a business expense and send you the bill.
Yeah, there you go. Why don't you do that?
Okay. Cool. This is some good topics this time of year, man. I love this time of year.
Yeah, it's
I said it
great.
last year for so many reasons. Now we're starting off the. I'm going to do it right this year. I'm going to not let it. What am I trying to say? I always try to hold it back. Start getting mad when the stores have the stuff early, but you know what? I'm just giving in this year.
That's
I'm
right.
Like Halloween's we're going.
Right.
Labor Day's done. Bring on the Halloween. Bring in Thanksgiving. Bring the Christmas.
Exactly.
Bring it on.
Exactly.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, this is the time of year. I love fall anyway, but and fall in New Orleans is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but this is always the time that my wife and I start jonesing for. Get upset that we can't just head out to Disney on the weekend.
You could.
Sure, I could.
Could have.
I could.
You had it in the palm of your hands.
I did. But
you threw it away. You had it in your hands. You threw it back in the ocean. Back in the Gulf of Mexico. Well, good. All right. Well, you know what? I hope you listen to your wife and find a way to come down and visit. And you know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do.
What's that?
Oh, I got an idea.
Okay.
Here's what we'll do.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
This way you can write it off. So you come down. And you... What event did they just show from the Magic Kingdom? What would that have been? I don't know. There was some, how they do the TV things or whatever, and they always place people on top of the train station, like with the so the camera in the background is the castle.
Yes.
You come down, and we will we'll bring a folding table, and we'll put it right there, and we'll put a couple of Yeti mics out, and we'll do a live recording right there, and I'm sure Disney would be fine with that.
I'm sure they wouldn't have any problem at all with that.
No. We should do that. That'd be great.
We should.
We hear the train in the background.
That's right.
Nice.
Or we could just go on your porch. And
don't every
say
morning. It's a tiny thing. I'll just say this to anybody who loves that train at the Magic Kingdom. Nearly every morning I get in my car, I can hear that train going, and nearly every day I come home, I hear that train whistle, and it actually does make everything better. Like, I get home, I'm all angry and stressed over whatever nonsense I had to deal with all day, and I hear the train whistle, and I feel better.
That's so awesome.
So that's what we should do. We should do a show right there from the train station.
We should.
We'll make it like an anniversary special or something.
There you go.
We'll have dancers in a parade.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Probably not the dancers in parade I'm thinking of.
What? I don't even know where to go with that. I don't even know. Oh my God. Yeah, you say that, but every Mardi Gras you leave.
Yeah, all right.
I love Mardi Gras.
Shut up.
Let's go. Let's leave.
If you came here for Mardi Gras, I would not leave.
I have been there for Mardi Gras.
No, I mean, if you would come here with your family for Mardi Gras, I would not leave, and we would have a great time.
What am I going to do with an 8-month-old baby in Mardi Gras?
Use him to get really cool throws.
Just kind of like...
Hello, I have a ladder.
Yeah,
he can sit up in the ladder, both of them.
Yeah, okay.
Strap them in.
Do we have a lot of listeners in New Orleans? Because I'm not sure how...
Tons and tons and tons.
Well, then I better bite my tongue.
Yes, you should.
All right. New Orleans. Woo.
I'm just saying, the ladder's still in my possession. I still have it.
Gumbo. Kale gumbo.
All right, are we done?
All right, let's wrap this present.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Terrific Recordings of Nothing. Follow Chris on Twitter and Instagram at CBGray, and Glenn on Twitter and Instagram at DizWiz. Follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at Tron_FM, and on Facebook at Terrific Recordings of Nothing. For all things related to the show, including show notes and links to connect with us, visit us at tron.fm. Hey, who do I call at Apple to allow me to change the messages, the notifications on the lock screen? Because I hate them.
What are you talking? Oh, the look of them?
The look of them.
Oh my God! Somebody else saw me before they upgraded to iOS 10. They saw mine yesterday. They're like, "What are you using for that? That's great."
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. The first thing I did this morning was go in and see if there was a.
No, there's no setting.
There better be. There better be.
If you used an Android phone, you could control all that.
Yeah. Okay.
Well. What don't you like about it?
But then I'd have an Android phone.
Yeah. You know what? But you've never used an Android phone for real. So
no, I
shut
haven't.
up. So
That's right.
Quiet.
Do you get
what don't you
BB-8
like about it?
flicking his thumbs up on Android? I don't think so.
What's that?
Do you get BB-8 flicking his thumbs up on an Android? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure I could.
No, not
Pretty sure.
officially.
Pretty sure I could.
Not officially.
Oh well, not official. Okay, but it probably wouldn't cost me $2 either.
No, that's your problem.
I am thinking of just, I know nobody gives about my problems but me, but
No, I do.
I really don't.
I do.
But I'm so close to just go. You know what? Throw my hands in the air. And go. You know what? It's just easier for me to just do it all. But why do you? See, you always do that.
Just
But why?
relax.
Why does that matter to you? Just lean
It'd be
back.
so much easier. Just relax.
It's gonna happen. Just
right. It's gonna just relax and let it happen.
I should. I mean, because it would simplify it, right? I got one set of
overcoming of
apps.
Apple.
They all work the same.
Right.
One store. I got one
Right.
charging cable to worry
iMessages, you can
about.
do it on anything. That's Apple related.
Yeah. Right. I don't know. Why can't I get myself to do this? I don't like iPhones anymore. That's my main problem. Is I don't. You know what these
What?
are?
Why?
Because you know why? These are now the Camrys of the world. They're okay, they're good, they're dependable, they're gonna get you where you're going, but there's no soul to them. They don't excite. There's nothing like cutting edge about them, But you use, iOS is so stale. It's the exact same interface it was, in 10 years ago. It hasn't changed. And it's just so, oof. See, unless you've used modern Android, you just don't know. You just don't know what you don't know. But it is the thing I should do. Because like I said, that's, as I thought about it, that's the real equation, is that there's nothing better for you than Macs. I love Macs. I'm fine with that, okay. Nothing better than iPads, if you want tablets. And the weird thing is, I love iPads. I have multiple ones, and I love them. But just the phone is so...
Yeah, I'm going to send you my heartbeat.
That was the perfect response to my rant. That's at so many levels. That is the absolute perfect response. What better? Better than that? I'm waiting for it. Where is it?
I just dropped the
you got
mic.
me all queued up. Where is it? Send you a heartbeat.
Oh.
The other thing I don't understand is I had other sticker packs that show up in my recently used, but they're not in my list. Like I can't pick them anymore. I don't know where they went.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I knew that wouldn't make sense. So when you use stickers,
Okay.
like this one,
Yeah, I'm going.
Doo-boop-a-doop-boop-boo. Like I love this one, Vintage Mac.
Oh,
Right?
that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah. But in the beta, this was in the beta. But now, so I'm like swiping through the sticker packs, and it's whatever sticker pack this came from no longer exists. So I don't know where to get this anymore.
Yeah, that's not good.
What do you think about Mario Run? Are you excited about that? Did we talk about this?
I mean, I guess.
I'm kind of excited about it, and I was never,
I'll
never a
get
huge
it,
fan, but
I mean, yeah. But I can also go up on my son's Wii and play any Mario Brothers I want. Like, I don't know. I just, on the phone, like, okay, I'll play it, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. These stickers are nice, I have to admit. Because at first I'm like, oh, stickers. We use Telegram, they have stickers and stuff, but these are much better.
Yeah, they are. They're animated and stuff.
It's amazing. Like, I meant to talk about this during the show. That boy, it seems Disney was really ready to sell these, as if they knew
I know.
they would hit some
queued
revenue
up
targets.
and everything.
Oh my God, they're like.
You don't think
actually
they
not
were
bad.
rushing today? Like, oh, we got to put something together.
They're actually not bad. Starbucks even has some. I'm not sure when I would use it. But, I mean, whatever. It's cute.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking, here comes your heartbeat. I can't wait. Oh, I feel so
Wait,
connected
where's
to it.
my...
Where'd it go?
Wait.
Where'd it go? Bring it back.
Wait, so what? Wait, do I double tap or?
No, you hold 2 fingers down, I think. Just don't send me your broken hearts. It'd be very sad.
There you go.
Oh, so nice. It's not like the Apple Watch where it's actually your heartbeat. So if you get an Apple Watch,
I know.
then I would actually get to have your heartbeat.
Do you have to ruin everything?
Yes, that's the.
Golly.
Isn't that what this podcast's about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I mean, I can't really say it's not.
And how come I can't do the? I still can't do the. I didn't mean to type Jake. I still can't do the text effects. I don't understand this.
No, it's got to be a coming feature. Cause
no, it was in the beta.
Well,
I mean,
I can't do it either.
Guess.
I mean, nobody can do it because everybody's been trying. So obviously, it's not there.
Oh, is that right? I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
I can't do it. The guys at work who upgraded, they can't do it.
All right. I didn't hear they got pulled though, so it's a little surprising.
Yeah, I haven't.
All right. I think I'm going to go back to using messages for a little bit. You want to do that as an experiment?
Sure. I don't care.
Like I said, I'm just ready.
Get them anywhere.
Whatever. Give in.
There you go. Just give in.
At least until Allo comes out. Allo.
What is that?
Oh man, see, you're so in your little.
I am in my.
Your little Apple oyster.
That's right.
Allo is Google's next gen messaging platform. Multi-platform, right? All the same great things they got here. So much like they came out with Duo for video chat, Allo is for text.
Cool. Well, hopefully it'll be as good as Google Plus.
Hey, you shut up. Google Plus was awesome.
And hopefully it'll have the adoption rate of Google Plus. Maybe I should say it that way.
There's a lot of things in this world that are better that get ignored.
I know. I still like Google Plus. It's just it's a
Yeah, but
shame
it's-
it never took off.
It's hit whatever that opposite. Whatever the opposite of critical mass is. I've noticed because I didn't remember what it was. I did a Google search for something and like a Google Plus link came up. So I'm like, oh, I haven't been there in a while. I'm good. Check it out.
Yeah.
And because people said it's no good, it became no good because people stopped using it because people said it was no good. So now it's just really sort of falling apart. It's such a shame. That was in so many ways, such a better service. But whatever.
Yeah, I love the sharing on it where you could really,
Yeah.
easily, create your circle of friends who you wanted, and all
Right.
that you could have different ones. And then just, I want to share with this, and this one, you know.
Yeah, it was nice.
And this one person. I want to include them. So I just
And you know
typed
what?
their name.
If it had come on the scene, I wager, if it had come on the scene and it wasn't from Google, it was just some, schmoogle had come out with it.
Right.
I think more people would have done it. I think it was kind of tainted because it was a Google thing, and I don't know. But just as a product, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know one thing that drives me crazy about messages, iMessage?
Nope. What?
The whole thing is blue while you're using it, right? It's because you're probably talking to somebody else on an iPhone.
Yeah.
But then you go out, the icon for it is green. And it makes me
That's
crazy.
true.
Because every time I go look for it, I'm looking for a blue icon. I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
green.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
I've
On Android,
noticed that too.
I could choose to change that icon if I wanted to. Make it
And
whatever
you
I
could chat
wanted.
with nobody.
I had chat with you fine on Android, smarty pants.
Oh, it's true. Completely off topic. There's a show that's starting this fall that I cannot
dear.
wait to watch.
Yeah, please name the show that I will never see.
I think you should watch it too.
All right. What is it?
It's called Designated Survivor with Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
So the premise is that, during the State of the Union, everybody goes to the Capitol to hear the president.
Yes.
And the president, vice president, all members of the cabinet, and all members of the House and Senate are there.
Okay.
Except for they keep one cabinet
Right.
member
Just in case.
secluded. Right.
Right.
So the whole premise is the show is starting and this is happening. And Kiefer Sutherland is the cabinet member. He's like whatever Secretary of Housing or something. And and it's attacked. It's destroyed. The Capitol's destroyed. So everybody is. So he becomes president, and he has no clue what to do. And so, so anyway, I cannot wait for. There's actually a.
Is it a drama or like a comedy?
Yeah, it's a drama. No, it's a drama.
Okay. All right. Almost sounded like
Comedy.
It was,
Well,
no, like a dark comedy. It almost sounded like it.
could be.
Almost sounded like a dark comedy of some kind.
Yeah. No, it's very serious.
Sorry for having a thought.
No, I mean, actually, it would be. I think a lot of people would cheer and laugh if that really happened.
Well, especially
Right now.
come next year.
Right. But anywho, so I'm looking forward to that. There actually was a book by Tom Clancy, The Bear and the Dragon.
Okay.
I think that's the name of it. That
Let's
I
check
read.
IMDb. Let's check IMDb.
Well, it's a book, it wasn't a movie.
Oh, you said book?
Yes,
Well, I
book.
just assumed they made all Tom Clancy books into movies.
No. And so, but it's kind of the same thing. The we were having tensions with China, and so this during the State of the Union, China, a flight from China, the pilot decided to, fly into the Capitol, and I'm pretty sure this book was written before 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the one guy who is, secluded is Jack Ryan, who is the hero of all, Tom Clancy novels.
Yep.
But, and he becomes president. And so anyway, but it's a good book. But, so this is very much like it. So I'm just really interested in seeing it because he's like a nerdy guy too. It looks like he's not Jack Bauer from 24, right? He's not looking at torture people and everything else, and so he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, kind of. So I'm looking forward to it.
Hello Kitty Jewel Town.
That was the perfect response to my comment.
So you say it's a drama. Holy cow! Why is the Hello Kitty sticker pack? Actually, this is like a little game. Oh, Melissa would love this.
Oh, is it like Disney Emoji Blitz
No, God.
that I'm level 21 on?
Is that high? I wouldn't even know.
I don't know. It's where I am.
Well, then,
Christ.
this is like a little game sticker pack thing, but it's like 12 plus. Why is Hello Kitty 12 plus? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
Wait a minute. With stickers, can you like place them anywhere on there?
What do you mean, place them anywhere?
Well, because
Yes. Yeah.
Because this game is like you have walls, you have furniture, and you build like a little house.
Yeah, so let's see.
How come you know so much more about this than I do?
Dude, I have no earthly idea. So let me see. If I go back to your Starbucks, can I? No.
Because I've noticed a lot of these sticker packs have like partial stickers. It'll be like just a hat or a mustache or something. I'm like, well, how do you use that? But I guess you can just like partial them. Oh, Melissa would love this. Well, goodbye, Telegram. There goes Telegram. All right, back to iOS.
You don't have to show Melissa.
Are you kidding?
There's a little kitty.
But look how cute that is.
It's adorable.
It is adorable.
It is adorable.
So effing adorable.
I'm gonna clip that. It is adorable, Glenn.
It is adorable. Shut up. It is. Look. Oh, different colors. Oh, wait. Oh, see, that's her boyfriend in the blue overalls. Oh. Here's Hello Kitty herself. There. Let's walk. Boop, 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 boop. How cute.
Oh, so adorable.
I don't know what's going on there.
You know they have Hello Kitty at Universal.
Can you mix these? Do they really?
Yes. There's a whole store.
Oh wait, yeah, I think I saw that in one of your pictures. Yeah. All right, how do I can I mix and mingle?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I die Hello Kitty?
You
Die.
could have Mickey kissing
see that?
Hello Kitty.
Can you see that? No. I never had this much fun in Telegram.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Damn it. Sucked right back in.
It's so adorable.
So adorable. It is adorable.
Have that as my sound when I get a text from you. It's so adorable. It's so adorable.
This really blows the hell out of those quote emojis from that game, though.
Yes, it does. Thanks for
There's not
telling
as
me
many.
that. So I wasted like 2 months of my life, but that's
you're-
okay. Thanks.
You're level 21.
I am. Melissa's gonna love this.
She is gonna love this.
I always forget I have that ally.
Yeah, you guys are allies.
Well, in this instance,
All right, I am turning off
it's funny.
this useless. We have to just delete the last 30 minutes. All right, and
Much.
3, 2, 1.